Right, so the website for TurtleStitch is turtlestitch.org, as you can see here. So when you come in here for the first time, you're going to sign up. You can use your school email address and give it a username and password and so on. It's the username and the password that you log in with. Okay. There's no authentication with Google or anything like that, so simply use your school email if you wish and create a username and password. So when you have that done, then you log in. Okay, so now I'm logged in to the home page, and at the start, you want to run it. So you click the run button up here at the top, and that will give you access to TurtleStitch itself. So you've got three main panels here. Over here, all of these options on the left-hand side are the options you use to create code. By default, it starts on motion, which we'll do something with in a second. Over on the right-hand side is the so-called stage. So that's what your design will look like at the end. You can see this small, I can make it full size here as well, or make it bigger. So this is your turtle. So that represents the needle on your design. Okay, and this will move around, and that's what will happen on the embroidery machine as well. So you bring out or drag the code out onto this middle piece. This is where you write the code. So just to start, I'm going to click add this reset. This function is quite useful. So that just resets the turtle to the starting point. So if I wanted to move the turtle, and this is equivalent to moving the needle, so I'm going to move 10 steps. So if I click that, you'll see that I'll make it a bit bigger. If I move 100 steps and click it, you'll see that the turtle has moved over that many steps. Okay, I'll bring it back to the start again. Then I can also turn and things like that. So I'm going to do the two of these together. So you add these two pieces of code together. So move 100 steps, then turn 15 degrees to the right. So if I click that, you'll see that the turtle moves first 100 steps, and then it moves 15 degrees to the right and goes again. All right. So that's the basics of adding simple commands. That's not a design, obviously, but that's the basics of it. What you'll see here as well is the size. So if I move 100 steps, that's the equivalent of moving 2 centimeters on my design. Okay. That's the very, very basics of it. So what we'll do is we'll start and create a square. Okay. So let's reduce the size of this. So let's make this 40. Okay, so we want when you move 40, the next thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to turn in a particular direction. So I want to turn 90 degrees, and I want to go again then. Okay. So essentially I want to move 40 and move again, right? And again. And you'll see that this is happening here, right? The turtle is actually moving. And one more. Okay, so if I run this, I now have a simple square of a pattern. So that's a very, very basic pattern. Now, where's the stitching coming in? Well, there's a whole embroidery section here. So if I want to have a running stitch, for example, I can put that here on the top and then do my reset and then run this whole thing by clicking on the top one. Okay, so if I zoom in on this, you'll notice that this is now stitched. So let's not use a running stitch. Let's use a different stitch, and you'll see the difference. So if I use a zigzag stitch, do my reset, and now run it. Now that's quite it's too small for that to be useful. So let's use the cross stitch instead. Okay, so I've got a simple cross stitch. Again, probably too small to use a cross stitch for that type of pattern, but nevertheless, you get the idea. So that's how you actually get your stitching done. You move along, you get the turtle to move along the screen, and you apply the type of stitch that you want to use. You can also use jump stitches and so on. We'll get to that. Okay, so that's very, very basic starting. I haven't built a full pattern here now yet, but this gives you an idea. Okay, after you've created one, you come up here to this file option up here, and you can say save as and give it a name. Okay, so my first design, if that's what you want to call it, and that'll be saved in the cloud. It'll be there the next time under my projects. So you see it here, my first design. All right, so I leave that there for now.